Hi, I'm Gayla from Gayla's Place on Facebook. I put my contact information here. So I thought maybe you could do a screenshot of it and be able to have it to be able to locate my account and my pages where I list my albums for sale. And I do also make custom albums upon request. I've pretty much made a little bit of everything. So this is my contact information. You can screenshot it and you'll have it for future reference. This is also what you do when you have cheap cardstock that you're not going to use. You make signs. So there's yours. But anyway, I have this beautiful album that I wanted to share today. This is some paper that I absolutely fell in love with, and I wanted to use. And I've actually used a couple different ones as well. And at the end, I will show you. I will give you another sign with all the paper that I've used. So. But I've got some. I've added. It's really pretty much stands alone. But I've added a little ribbon. I've added some metal corner decorative little corners. I really like those for a finished look. The spine has been built with Tyvek as well, so it's extra durable, and the spine has been covered with this is black suede material paper, and it's very durable. Gets a little fuzz on it now and then, but you can wipe it right off. Everything that I've used, I've added glue to it. I never trust things that are already covered with adhesive. It's nice to have, but you want it to last. So I usually use a really good glue to make sure that it's adhered very strong to the material. So this album is, I want to do a shout out to Kathy King, who is wonderful inspiration to me. Paper Phenomenon. This is her design. This is actually the Mr. Benjamin album. It's just a little bit. It's not the full Mr. Benjamin, but it's very close. This album will hold probably 125 photos easily, and if you use your imagination, it can hold even more. But I'll start showing it to you here. Enough talking about it. Let's take a look. I've used a lot of foil paper as well, so I hope there's not too much of a glare on it. This front inside cover here, this is the, I think this is what you call the deconstructive envelope. It's magnetic, opens up. You've got places you can put photos here, put a photo here. It's just a 4x6 with a little bit cut off the edges for decoration. And you can put photos here. This is, normally you can put cards in here and shut it up with like photo mats or things. But this one I wanted to do, I did a little bit of something different with this one, and I did the shaker page with it. So it's got acetate. This will not come out. It's been glued and taped, but I thought it was kind of fun. This moves around in there too. It's just wanting to be stubborn right now. But she said yes, so that's what has to happen before there's a wedding. So this is your date. You can circle whatever date your wedding was or will be. This is save the date. Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. It's very pretty. It's very, very beautiful paper. The main paper that was used in this is the Echo Park Wedding Bliss, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And of course, anybody that's ever bought any of these albums or made any of these, this is used to basically mark where you're going to put your photo. These are removable. I've used a removable glue stick, so this will come right off, and your photos will go right here. You can add extra stickers. You can add labels describing what took place, who's in the photos, whatever. You can do so many things with this. Any of the decorations I have left, I have not glued them down to the white photo mat because your photo's going to slide under there. So they've all been left Anything that's on the white is not adhered permanently. There is 5 pockets. I've chosen to use this type in every other. And this is going to hold 2 4x4s, or it can be removed. You put a whole one and cover the bride. You can do anything you want. But like I said, this is not adhered to the white, so you can go right underneath it. Here you can put a 4x6, or you can use 2 4x4s as well, like the front. You can put other photo mats in here, other photos. These pockets are they're very good size. They hold quite a bit. There's 5 of these, 5 pocket pages, and they'll hold at least, I'd say 2 or 3, 4 of these these photo mats. And these, like I said, these all come off, so you can put 2 photos in each one of these. And they also will hold a 5x7. This I left open. You can slide in a photo, slide in a card, slide in a photo by itself, anything you want to do there. Special notes, card from the hubby, whatever, anything there. Special sentiment you want to save. This page was way too pretty. I couldn't cover it. You can put a big photo there if you'd like. Adhere your invitation, a copy of your invitation, anything you want to do on here. This will come off, and I've left a border on this for you to be able to put the bride's photo here. I did cover the whole the photo flaps because the paper is just too pretty. I had to use it, to be honest, and you'll have it will leave a border around each of your photos if you choose to use the 4x6s. These all come off. This comes off of here. Put your photo there. Put anything you want. And they hold the full 4x6 or 6x4s, whichever orientation, the portrait or the landscape. And 2 photo mats at least in here, and I'm telling you, you could probably put 4 easily in here. I've done it. So this holds a lot. You get room for journaling. More photo mats. And this is 80-pound stock, cardstock. This is really good. This is heavy, nice, heavy, strong cardstock. It's very durable. And you can always add more to it, but I do recommend the higher grade cardstock for these. You want to put 2 photos here, you can, or 1 big one. These actually will even hold a cropped 8x10 if it's able to be cut down just a little bit. I think these pages, let's see, yeah, about 6 1/4 by about 8 1/2. So yeah, you could, I mean, if you could crop one down, you could very easily do that here. But a 5x7 will fit in its entirety, of course, and still have, you know, a really nice frame around it with the decorated paper. Here is a place for the groom's photo, a little bow tie. And then I've left another card just like the one previous for the bride. I did one for the groom, so this is also attached, but the white photo mat again will come off and the photo will go right here. Tons and tons of really pretty paper, really pretty paper. And again, your photo will slide underneath here. Tons of rooms for photos, both the landscape and the portrait. It's really nice. You got room for both. Anyway, your photo will go right under here. Here's 2 more photo cards. This one I really liked this. You can put a photo on the back. You can put a photo here and put this as well. I mean, anything you want to do. Also on these, you can do this. They will fit both ways. So you can put them this way if you'd like, or you can do that, and they still, they fit. So either way, that way, and you can see a lot of the photo too. That's a little bit. Sometimes people prefer that because you can see the photos better and they kind of stand out. But it's entirely up to you. The bridesmaids, groomsmen, put some of each here if you'd like to, or here. Here's another place. Stick another photo, card, anything you want in there. These actually will hold 5x7s with just a little bit off of the edge. I mean, just a little bit cropped off of it. And you'll still have the frame around it. So it just depends on how much of the black you want to show around your photo. But these will hold 5x7s. I left them this size so that they will. I got congratulations across here. I had plenty of just the right amount of space. Thought that was cute. Added a little banner, bride and groom sticker. 2 hearts that beat us one. This is one of my favorites. I love this. Once Upon a Time. It's got the cake, the paper underneath here. I've used it's really pretty lace. Again, the single photo mats. You can, if you want to, you can do it like this. This one I did a little bit different. I did do this one also has a 5x7. I wanted to put some little cute little stickers on there. You can put a 5x7 on the back and the front. And you still have your 4x6. And then another one will go here. This was really cute paper. I just didn't want to cover it up either. This would be a really nice place for a couple photos, or 5x7. This is a very, very pretty card. I made a little pocket out of it. Made a little note. If you want to put a note about the day, why you fell in love with each other, why you were married, something years down the road you can look back and see that, and maybe it might spark something inside you again, and kind of renew that. Sometimes we forget. We get like Alzheimer's. It's like we forget why it's kind of like childbirth. You have a baby and you kind of get Alzheimer's. You forget the pain. You go back and try to remember the reason why you fell in love and you got married. It's kind of nice reminiscing. This is a wonderful keepsake that you can pass down through the generations. It's really nice. And personalize it to your own taste. Our happy day, put any happy day involves cake, so I thought this would be a great place to put a picture of the cake, or here if you didn't want to cover up the pretty paper. Put your own sentiments, put some labels here. Uncle Fred with cake on his face. I mean, anything you want to do, you can do anything with these. This one is a little bit different because I adhered a sentiment on this side, and I didn't want it to cover the photo place, area. So I did it up a little higher to make it a little bit different, and I had a place to put the Mr. and Mrs. Kind of like something different. I like to mix it all up. Mix it up, have a good time. That's what I call scrapbook. It's, you make it fun. It doesn't all have to be perfect. There's another pocket I've used. And it's got just a little scrap attached to it. You never know what you're going to find. When you work, you think you get them all clean, but there's something in there now and then. A pocket with 2 photo cards. There are tons of photo cards in here. Like I said, I got a place for it. I've counted a place for at least 125 photos. You can't beat it. This is a great area to put your, it's a bouquet toss. The little bouquet flowers that I cut out there. Fussy cut, added a back or fuzzy cut around it with the cardstock so that it was more durable, and then it accented it really well. And you could put your, whoever caught the bouquet, the garter, you can use these photo mats for both. Here, a place, I left this, thought this was really pretty. You could put 2 photos or 5 by 7, whatever you'd like to do. There's one for the bride and groom. Some more 5 by 7s or 4 by 6. You take this off, you got the black, you can have a bigger frame around the 4 by 6. Or you can add your own little, you might even have some of your own little stickers you want, or embellishments that you'd like to add. You can do whatever. There are some little smudges on here. It is because I always ink my edges, especially with dark paper. So you're going to get a little bit, sometimes on these little white cardstock things, but they're going to come off. It does not matter. So it won't hurt anything when you put your photos there. Because at this point, everything's dry and it's good to go. I did not mention, but I did use Kathy's idea. I used the flocking powder. And it's black, and it makes a nice velvet feel, and it's not coming off. It doesn't flake. The color doesn't fade off onto your paper or anything like that. I've used it all around the interior edge of the album, and I did use black. I forgot to mention black Tyvek also in the binding, as well as making the spine, building the spine. So. And this is another magnetic deconstructed envelope, and you open this up and you've got just a little card. I thought this was this little cute little paper, and I had a little square, and I decided to make a little card, so you can always put a little picture on the back. It's a good place for photos here. Here, you put a nice big photo here if you'd like, and then these will hold 5 by 7s. And again, you can slide that photo right underneath there. Take the white off, put the photo right on there. There's four 5 by 7s right there. If you worry about them rubbing against each other, put a little piece of tissue paper in there, or a little piece of cheap cardstock, and you got it good. And I've never had any problem with mine laying against each other or anything. It's all magnetized, and it's very strong magnet. It's not gonna flip and flop and all that kind of thing around. So, and this is the back again, and that's it. If you have any questions, if you're interested in purchasing this album or one like it, or would like to order a custom, I'm more than happy to answer any questions or to help you, or try to do the best I can to get you what you'd like to have. Here are the papers that I used. Again, I didn't tell you all of them, so I promised you this is what the 3 packs that I used. I may have used a couple pages of the Echo Park dots and stripes, I believe, in there also, but other than that, this is what I used. You've got all the beautiful the gold pages with the gold foil, just absolutely beautiful. But that's it. And if you have any questions, just give me a ring. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to enjoy my album. And have a blessed day.